Hey, just 1 second. I am wrapping up on stirring my coffee real quick, so hang on. Whoop, whoop. Here we go. Happy Saturday. All right, so Gina Bumpus coming to you live for a nutritional workshop. Let me clean my camera real quick on the phone because I realize you might not be able to see me that good. All right, much better. All right, so a little bit different format today. I had intended on using my laptop and totally forgot that the camera on my laptop has been like discoing purple flash crazy. So y'all definitely would not have been able to see me. Let me just log on real quick. I want to make sure that we are in Operation Downsize. Okay, so I think we got some eyeballs. Carol, is that you? I just see your little image up at the top. Yes, it's Carol. I see. All right. Good morning. All right. So here's what I want you to do. If you have invited a social marketer, a customer, anybody into this group, this amazing group, Operation Downsize, where you've got some incredible coaches, I want you to... I need some more light. I want you to tag them. All right, so tag them because we want people to see what we have. All right, so happy Saturday, Carol. So first of all, we're glad that you're here. I'm so super excited that you're here. I feel like there's something missing here and I don't know why. Hang on 1 second. Let me see if I open up my blinds a little bit more, if that will help. All right, I'm not sure. Hopefully y'all can see me. Maybe it's just my phone. All right, so we're glad that you're here. We're glad that you're going to spend a little bit of time learning more about how you can be healthy, because at the end of the day, your health is your wealth, right? You can't buy your life. You can't buy your health. Once it goes in the toilet, it's done. So we encourage you just to hang tight, ask questions in here. We may or may not be able to answer them, but we'll definitely, after this is over, go back and answer some questions. So there's basically 4 pillars of health. We have sleep. Sleep is so important. Drop a comment below and let us know how many hours of sleep you get on average. All right, so I know that, it's my dog's barking, the mailman's here. I know that my sleep will vary. I tend to be a night owl, and so sleep is important. Everyone's different. So I understand as you get older, you require less sleep. Don't know why, but drop a comment below and tell us how many hours of sleep do you get. So sleep. All right. Other pillars of health. We have stress. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Carol. Hey, Lisa. Stress. All right. Here's the reality. Stress can do havoc on your life. It's not good, especially if you're trying to lose weight, cortisol levels build up. So we want to try to minimize stress as much as possible. Sleep, stress, nutrition, that's going to be one of our pillars of health, and so we're going to talk about that. And so sleep and stress I put together. All right, nutrition, which is our foods, and then exercise. Pam and Summer have been doing a great job on exercising. So today's Saturday. I want each and every one of you, and it's no judgment, to drop in the comments below. This week I exercised how many times? We want to see how many times you've exercised this week. I think maybe counting today, I've done 1, 2, maybe 4. I skipped one day. I take my dad to the doctor, and then I skipped another day because I had a meeting or something. So yeah, so I've done 4. So drop in the comments below how many times you've exercised. So 4 pillars of stress and sleep. We put those together. Nutrition, we're going to talk about that. Exercise, we want to know how many times you've exercised this week. And don't be hard on yourself. You don't have to go to a gym. You don't have to do some crazy amount of exercise to count it as exercise. You know what? If you're doing nothing and you walk from here to go check the mail, that's exercise. All right, just activity. All right, and then the last pillar of health is quality supplementation. So you're in here. Hang on 1 second. I'm gonna have to tell you my coffee trick. It's so good. You're in here because you joined Operation Downsize. You trusted the women that invited you. You're on some quality world-class supplementation that you can't get anywhere else, right? It's just amazing. So we're excited. So, all right, here's what you need to know. And I got my computer up because I know that some of you asked questions and you got into a drawing. If you asked those questions, we may or may not answer them, but just because you asked questions, I still got you into that drawing. And so here's the deal. So I'll just put that up so I can look at your questions. Here is the deal. All food is energy. All right, so many times we have a bad mindset that food is not good for us. And you're right, some food isn't good for you. All right, but food is energy. You need food for energy, nothing else. A lot of times we emotional eat, and that's okay. But the main purpose of food is for energy. All right, so I'm going to show you what 1 pound of fat looks like. Holy cannoli, this is 1 pound of fat. Just to give you an idea of what 1 pound of fat looks like. Here's a piece of bread. This is a piece of bread. All right, actually, I'm going to do 2 pieces of bread. All right, so that's 2 pieces of bread. It's about the thickness of that fat, more or less, right? And so if we do that, that's about 1, 2, so 6 pieces of bread. Mass size is about the same as 1 pound of fat. Well, here's what you need to know about this 1 crazy pound of fat. All right. Anybody know how many calories make up 1 pound of fat? Y'all drop in the comments below how many calories you think equals a pound of fat. All right, so you can just say calories, bam. All right, so let me know how many calories you think equals 1 pound of fat. And we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. So basically, we use food for energy. All right, so if we eat our food, all right, that's energy in, and we burn it, that's energy out. All right, so if we've got energy in and we're putting all this food in our bodies and energy out and we're not burning it, that scale is tipping, okay? But do we really want to count calories? Some of us do, some of us don't. Do we really want to be just really like super stressed about what we eat? No. You know what? I lost 33 pounds taking amazing products and watching what I eat by eyeing my nutrition. So eyeballing my nutrition. I still went out to eat, all right? Stephanie, I see 500 calories. Keep on guessing, sister. It's more calories than that for 1 pound of fat. All right, so here we go. I'm going to tell you. Calories are, take that apart because I want to make sure that I don't forget anything. Calories are energy. 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. All right, so if I'm putting in more calories than what I'm burning, because I'm not getting as much physical activity, then, Carol, great guess, but twice that much, right? More than twice, 3,500. If I'm putting in more calories than what I'm burning, I'm gonna accumulate fat. Right? I'm gonna accumulate fat. So think about this. If 3,500 calories equal 1 pound of fat, 500 calories extra a day that I don't burn off times 7 days in a week, that is 3,500 calories or 1 pound of fat. Can you imagine every day if I ate 500 calories more than what I consumed? All right, I'm going to put on 1 pound of fat. Now, here's the thing. I know some of us in here, some of you are doing keto, and it's just a little bit different about calories. So, go with what you know on that. But in general, right? In general, 3,500 calories is 1 pound of fat. So if I'm consuming 2,000 calories a day and I am only burning 1,500 calories a day, that's an excess of 500 calories each day. If I do that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's 3,500 calories, 1 pound of fat. 1 pound of fat, I do it over a whole year, that's 52 pounds. All right, so I know y'all aren't putting on 52 pounds every year, which I'm happy for you, right? But I just wanted to give you that visual and really make it, apparent for you. So, let's see where we're at this. All food is made up of macros, all right? That might have been a question. Let's see. How do you determine your macros? So, hey, Lacey, how do you determine your macros? That is a great question, and that is an advanced question. So we're super excited that you asked that. It's not something we're covering in this nutritional workshop, but we will be. There's an Operation Downsize 3 that'll be coming down the pipeline, and so we'll talk about more advanced things. How do you determine your macros? So let's start with the basics. What is a macro? Like, who wants to know what's a macro? Jump in the comments below. What's a macro? What's a macro? Here's the deal. A macro is simply, get my camera, flip this baby around. a macro is simply proteins, carbs, and fats. Quite simple. That's all a macro is. Proteins, carbs, and fats, and nothing more. So, people try to make things more complicated than what they are, and I truly believe in making things easy peasy. So now you've just learned, you're a lot smarter now. A macro is your proteins, fats, and carbs. All right, so, well, the thing is, most of us are curious, like, what do they do? So I made some notes here because I didn't want to forget. So fats, all right? So fats they're going to just give you filling. They're just like filling, all right? There's some good healthy fats. Avocado is a good healthy fat, but check this out, sister. You eat a whole avocado, that's quite a few calories. So make sure that you are, burning off those calories. A good fat that you want to put in your body is fish oil. So we have these omega-3 fish oil. Amazing. I love these fish oils. And why do I love them? Because I don't have that aftertaste. I don't have the belching or anything like that. It doesn't upset my stomach. This is DHAs, EPAs, good for your brain health, your heart health, just all kinds of good things. So I don't have my glasses on. Otherwise, I would read a little bit to you off of this. But it tells you 1 soft gel 3 times daily with food. So typically what I do, honestly, I take 2 in the morning and then I take 1 in the evening. Because for me to take 3 times a day, not going to happen, just being honest with you. So I do 2 in the morning, 1 in the evening, 3 a day, omega-3s. If you don't have it, trust me, you need fish oil. So fats are going to help you feel full. They're going to be good for, just your overall health in general. Brain health is important. You need this, especially if you're not eating fish, you need this. And so, but I always say, and I'm not going to talk a whole lot more about fats after this, because fats are going to find you. They're going to find you, trust me. A serving size of fat is going to be about your thumb size. All right, so about your thumb. That's going to be a serving size of fat. I can tell you, when I eat a guacamole, it is not a thumb size. It is a whole lot more. So I need to pay attention to my serving sizes of fats. All right, proteins. What are proteins for? Proteins are going to strengthen your body. They're also going to help you feel full. Yes, Carol, I'm so glad that you're going to get omegas on your next order. So important. Okay, so proteins are going to help strengthen your muscles. They're going to help you feel full. And honestly, if you can put protein, like when we make a plate, like what's the first thing we go to? We don't go eat our protein first. We want to eat our carbs because they taste better. But if you can eat your protein first, chew it. Every bite that you take, chew it 20 times, 25 times. Sounds crazy, I know, but that's really good for your digestive system. It's good because the saliva gets in there. It just helps with so many things. And not only that, but take your time, enjoy your food. Now, unless you decide to eat my cooking, you might not want to enjoy it. You might want to just get it down because you need food. Just teasing, I can cook when I want to. It's just I don't want to. All right, so those are our proteins. Now, carbs. Carbs are strictly used for energy. There's nutrition in them, there's fiber, and so, you should get, so someone said, one of the questions was, what was one of the questions? Why are carbs bad for you? Haley, carbs aren't bad for you. Certain carbs are. If you eat a candy bar and it's loaded with carbs, that might be bad for you, but carbs are not bad for you. So we've got to get that stinking thinking out of our mind. Carbs are used for energy. So it's portion control. It's the type of carbs. Are there some that are better than others? Absolutely. But really what I want each and every one of you to do is to have a mindset of living healthy, not of restriction. Because when we restrict ourselves, when we have a negative Nancy attitude about anything in life, we restrict ourselves and we think, oh, we can't have that. Well, what happens? Well, you want it. It's like you tell a kid, no, you can't have the cookies from the cookie jar. Well, what do? They're going to sneak in and get the cookies out of the cookie jar. So we really want to have just a love for life. We want a love for life, ladies. So carbs are not bad. Certain ones might not be as good for you as others, but it's all in moderation. All right. So typically, you want to get about half of your calories from your carbohydrates. All right. And so carbs are associated with quick energy, and it's just relatively easy to get. So, but it's also easy to overeat, because here's the thing: how many of you, when you're tired, you grab, and I'm fixing to grab something because I forgot to pull it out. When you're tired, mid-afternoon, you grab a snack. You're like, oh my gosh, I need a snack. I need some sweets. I need some chips. You're craving carbs because you are Yes, I know, Stephanie. Some people are carb sensitive. I'm going to show you something about that. But you're craving, you're tired, and so you're craving. Well, here's the thing, ladies. Grab yourself some go. Grab yourself some get up and go. And I guarantee those cravings are going to go away. You're not loading your body with carbs, and you're going to feel much better. So that's my afternoon pick-me-up. And when I do have carbs, no dare, we've got amazing carb blocker. You're going to take three carbs. You're going to take 3 of these before your largest carb consuming meal. All right, hang tight with me because I'm going to show you about portion control on carbs in just a second. If for whatever reason you didn't take your 3 during the day, you can take 3 before you go to bed. All right. Yes, Carol, you're so welcome. It's all about moderation. Like, let's not live our life because that's not fun, right? Like we want to have fun. All right, but we got to know moderation. All right, so carb blocker. If you haven't tried this carb blocker, it's amazing. And if you don't take your 3 during the day, take them before you go to bed. This carb blocker is amazing. And then one last thing while I have it, multivitamins. You know, I came from never taking vitamins. And 8 years ago when I started my health and wellness journey, I hopped on some just some vitamins. And I've tried all different kinds. And what is the one thing you hate most about vitamins? The one thing I hate most about vitamins, let's see if I can stand this phone. The one thing I hate most about vitamins is the smell, the aftertaste. These vitamins right here, literally, like I could smell them all day long. They have just such a sweet smell, and therefore I don't mind taking them. So if you're currently taking vitamins that you have to, because they stink, or you burp with them, stop. These are so good. I love these vitamins. The directions on these are, again, I don't have my glasses on. I just know what I do, but I want to make sure I tell you all the right way. I take them right. It says take 1 tablet twice daily. So when I'm taking my fish oil in the morning, my fish oil at night, that's when I'm taking 1 vitamin in the morning, 1 vitamin in the evening. So you definitely want to get your nutrition in because through some supplementation, because not all of our foods have supplements in it. All right. So here's what we're going to talk about next. We're going to sort, and this is going to be fun. Because I don't know how I'm going to do this. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to ask a question, and I might have already given you all the answer. Do you think, and I want y'all to put blueberries, I want you to tell me, do you think blueberries are a protein, a fat, or a carb? So drop it like it's hot in the comments and say blueberries are protein, fat, or carb. While y'all do that, I'm going to drink my coffee. You like my cup? I'm fixing to. Tell me, do you think proteins are proteins? Do you think blueberries are protein, fat, or carb? And I'm going to put that in that section. Do you think, and then I want you to put baked potato. Do you think a baked potato is a protein, fat, or carb? And I want you to say baked potato and tell me what you think it is. Chicken. Do you think chicken is a protein, fat, or carb? Broccoli. Do you think broccoli is a protein, fat, or carb? So put broccoli, protein, fat, or carb. Tell me what you think it is. All right, so I'm going to stack these up here so you know what we're talking about. Tortilla chips. Do you think that's a protein, fat, or carb? Put it in the comments below. And an egg. Do you think it's a protein, fat, or carb? Put them in the comments below. Turkey. Do you think it's a protein, fat, or carb? I'm stacking all this food up. Guacamole. This is a serving size of guacamole, by the way. It's not very big. Like an eyeball big. Do you think guacamole is a protein, fat, or carb? Y'all are doing good. Oh my gosh, y'all are doing so good. I'm so proud of you. Y'all know so much. You're so super smart. Do you think spaghetti is a protein, fat, or carb? Tell me what you think. Protein, fat, or carb? Do you think a banana is a protein, fat, or carb? I'm making a, oh, look at this second. Do you think rice is a protein, fat, or carb? Y'all are doing so good. I love you. I'm going to have to put this. I'm going to try to build this tower. I'm going to have a crash in just a second. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Crazy. Pancakes. Do you think pancakes are a protein, fat, or carb? And by the way, you can make protein pancakes. So pancakes aren't bad for you. You can make protein pancakes. Like, protein pancakes are incredible. Pancake, protein, fat, or carb. Y'all are doing so good. I'm so proud of you. My building skills aren't that great. All right, let's see. I'm going to throw that to the side. Okay, I'm going to do maybe one more. Bread, protein, fat, or carb. Oatmeal, protein, fat, or carb. And then the last. Y'all are doing so good. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of everything. Mustard, protein, fat, or carb. That might be a trick. I'm just saying. All right, so there's our food tower. All right. I'm going to unstack it. I am so proud of y'all. Everybody is doing great. Y'all are doing so awesome. All right, so remember, if you're keto, this isn't really going to apply to you because you're watching your carbs and you're getting higher proteins and higher fats. So this is going to be more in general. All right, as I drink my coffee, let me just share with you what I'm drinking real quick. If you haven't tried this combo, you are like totally missing out, my friends. Move my phone over here. It will stay. Perfect. So this is my morning breakfast. It's my morning pick-me-up and go. I use the Modere Logic, and the benefits are mood, focus, memory, and healthy brain aging. And so as I'm getting older, like this year I'm gonna be 50. Stephanie, okay? I'm tricking y'all on this mustard, so I really want people to tell me what you think mustard is, protein, fat, or carb, or something else. Anyway, so as I'm aging, I'm gonna be 50 this year. It's been, my dad was diagnosed with dementia, Alzheimer's, cognitive issues about 3 or 4 years ago, and seriously, the past 6 months have been so super, super hard, maybe 5. All right, people just don't understand. Like, until you're in that situation, you just don't understand. So brain health to me is more important now than ever. All right, so I mix a 6-pack of this, and you can drink this hot or cold. So what I do is I get water. So if you've bought the coffee Logic combo, like, it's amazing, I'm gonna give you my hack. So I get some water, just room temperature out of the faucet, put about that much in, so about 3 or 4 ounces. And then I pour a stick of that in there. This is my Mexico vanilla, love it. Tell me where you get your vanilla at. And so pour some vanilla in it, some ground cinnamon. Cinnamon is very good for you, so I put some cinnamon in it. And then I do a scoop of our creamer. So this creamer is, let me tell you, it's got 2 grams of carbs. So it is keto friendly, right? It's got MCTs, grass-fed butter, high quality for brain fuel. All right, so if you are drinking coffee, like, get some benefit from it, sister. All right, so this is brain fuel. So I do that, and then I put a scoop of my favorite protein powder in it. So I like to put vanilla protein powder in it. I do chocolate sometimes. So we've got some amazing meal replacement protein powders. We've got some zinc. We've got some sustain. You can just dump whatever it is you want in there and get that extra protein in your coffee. So for me, it's my breakfast. So drink up. All right, so just scrolling through the comments real quick. I think everybody has your proteins, your carbs, your fats pretty good. I didn't give y'all too many trick ones, so y'all are doing good. I'm gonna give you one. Oh my goodness. Oh, because I had it set up here. That's why. All right, I didn't pull it out, but what do you think milk is? I don't know how many of you drink regular milk, but oh, I did pull it out. Okay, I just couldn't stack it. Milk. What do you think milk is? Protein, fat, or carb? And let's just say this is skim milk. Let's just say it's skim milk, regular skim milk, protein, fat, or carb. Tell me what you think. All right, so now that we've separated proteins, fats, and carbs, let's talk about how we incorporate that with weight loss. All right, so this is in general. It's on average. Remember, your bodies are different. Everybody is different. Me and you could do the exact same thing, eat the same things, sleep the same amount of time, take the same supplements. We could take the same calories, exercise, everything the same, but our bodies are different. And that, my friend, is why you are golden being in this group, because you've got some amazing coaches that are helping you personally. All right. And if you had to pay for personal one-on-one coaching, like, I'm telling you, Leslie's done it before. It's crazy, ridiculously expensive. So, all right. So choices. Let me just check one thing real quick. Okay, perfect. So let's see. If you want to lose weight, all right. If you want to lose weight, maintenance. Where's my little cheat sheet at? Hang on, sister. carbs. We're going to talk about carbs. If you want to lose weight, you want about 6 to 8 carb servings a day. All right. So this is for women. We're talking women because 99.99% of people in this group are women. If I see a guy hop on, we'll talk about guys, but we're going to talk about women. So for weight loss, you want somewhere between 6 to 8 servings of carbohydrates a day. If you want to maintain your weight, you want somewhere between 8 to 10 carb servings a day. If you want to put on weight, no judging, we coach people all the time that want to put on extra weight, then your carb servings should be somewhere between 10 to 12. So if someone can put in the comments, carb servings, lose 6 to 8, maintain 8 to 10, gain 10 to 12. And I'll repeat that back. So if someone can type that in the comments below for me, please. Carbohydrates, to lose 6 to 8 servings, to maintain 8 to 10 servings, and to gain 10 to 12 servings. And now you're like, what the heck is a carb serving? Okay, now that you know what a carb is, we're going to talk about serving size. This, my friend, is where I know everybody gets stumped. All right, I needed more fruit, but that's okay. It's all good. I can use a regular piece of fruit. All right, let me do that. Got an orange. All right, so a carb serving for a woman is basically the palm size of your hand and the thickness of your hand. All right, so rice. Rice, this is a carb serving. The size of my hand, the thickness of my hand. So if you are a tiny petite woman, your carb serving is going to be a little bit tinier because your hand's going to be tiny and petite. If you are a bigger woman, meaning you're taller, you're bigger, then your carb serving is going to be more. So it's basically eyeballing. So I like this because when I go to a restaurant, I can look at my plate. Pull the plate up. Hang on one second. I can look on my plate, which you can see is a tiny little plate. And like, let's be real. When you go to a Mexican restaurant, let's pretend like this is rice. All right, pretend like that's rice. That's not about the amount of rice you get on a kid's plate. All right, so that would be 2 carb servings, right? So remember, if you want to maintain, you're somewhere between 8 to 10 carb servings. So that's where I'm going right now. I'm going to talk about maintenance of where you are today. So you want somewhere between 8 to 10. All right, so this is 1 carb serving. 1 pancake is 1 carb serving. All right, on average. Check out this spaghetti. How many of you have had spaghetti? Just this size? No. When I fill my plate with spaghetti, I probably have at least 4 of those. All right, so that would be 4 carb servings. Don't do it. There's healthy alternatives. Like I prefer to eat the garlic bread and then I do zucchini noodles. Okay, so those are your complex carbs, your starchy carbs. When we go and get into like our broccoli, our cauliflower, the good thing to know, this is 1 serving size, but 3 of these count for 1 of these. So if I were to have, hang on, let me grab it real quick. Let's see. My good little veggie bar. All right, here we go. So if I were to have broccoli, I were to have green beans, obviously we're not going to maybe do that all together, I don't know. And just say this was cauliflower. Okay, this is 1 serving, pretend it's cauliflower. That's 1 serving of carbs versus 1 serving of carbs. So which do you think is more nutritious, rice or your veggies? You getting ready to leave? Hang on one second. All right, so would you rather have, like, obviously homemade Mexican rice is good, right? I'm not going to lie, when my mama makes it. All right, but this is 1 carb serving, this is 1 carb serving, assuming that's cauliflower. All right, so you can see the difference. All right, you're probably still going to be hungry if you eat this little bit of rice. Can I get an amen? Hello. You're going to still be hungry if you eat this. But if you eat 3 of these, you're not going to be as hungry. So when we go talking about calories and carbs, like remember what I told you before, 500 extra calories a day over a course of a week, that's 1 pound of fat. All right, so you want to eat to get full. You want to eat for energy. I'm not saying you can't have rice, but just notice the difference in the serving sizes. All right. a carb serving is about, or is 15 grams. So one serving of carbs is 15 grams. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to read a label, teach you how to read a label real quick. These trail mix. Probably should have my glasses if I'm reading labels. Hello. Stinks to get old, right? All right, so this is trail mix, and it is 2 ounces. It's got peanuts, raisins, almonds, cashews, and then M&M chocolate chip candy. So you could pick those out if you wanted to, but hello, sometimes we just need a little bit of sweets. So when I look at this, on the back, it says serving size, half a cup, servings 1. So this is 1 serving. 310 calories. Sisters, like I worked out today for about 50 minutes and burned around 450 calories. So like I would have to probably work out, I don't know, about 35 minutes to burn this package off, which is okay, right? But I just have to be cognizant because remember, calories in, calories out. If you're not burning off those calories, you're putting on weight. All right, so this is 310 calories. Total carbs, oh my gosh, hang on. Total carbs are 23 grams. 23 grams of carbs. So as I'm thinking carbs, right, and I'm maintaining, I can have 8 to 10 servings of carbs. This is 23 grams. 15 grams is a serving. So this is a little over 1.5 servings. All right, so if I'm just going to give you an example. If I'm going to do, let's just call it 8 servings of carbs today. All right, this is 1.5. This is going to be 2.5. This is going to be 3.5. 1 pancake is 4.5. 1 piece of bread is 5.5. All right. Let's see what else I can grab for you. This is going to be 6.5. All right. That's 6.5. Let's see if you can see that. That's 6.5. And let me put, it's probably not a good view. Let me just put another, just to give you another example, 7.5. Oh, and then grapes. All right. So this answers one of the questions. I'm answering one of the questions. Grapes. So about 15 grapes is a serving size. So this is 8.5 carbs. Let me flip this around. Remember, to maintain, I want somewhere between 8 to 10 carbs to maintain my weight. Let me flip this around. So that is, we're going to count them. 1, 2, it's pancake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. That's 8.5 servings of carbs. I'll tell you one of the big differences on my journey, my health journey, was the fruit. One of my big differences was the fruit. And when you eat fruit, natural sugars are in there. Okay, fruit is by far better than eating chocolate chip cookies and ice cream. Just pay attention to when you eat it. So I typically say if you're on a weight loss journey, eat your fruit before 5 o'clock at night. That's assuming you go to bed between 9, 10, 11 o'clock, right? So eat your fruit 3 or 4 hours before you intend to go to bed so your body can process it and it's not just building up, overnight. So as you can see, like depends on what you eat during the day, this is to maintain. So if I want 6 to 8 to lose, because I'm bad on fruit, all right, like I love fruit, I'd probably not have a pancake, okay? And I'd probably take out the trail mix. So 6 to 8 to lose, I'm going to have 3 servings of fruit, 1, 2, 3, and this is 15 grapes. Maybe I'm going to have a piece of bread. If I'm trying to cut out carbs, because I'm trying to get down, you can substitute if you're using a sandwich. You can use lettuce instead of bread. And by the way, good protein, if you're buying deli meat, is going to be boar's head. You can get it at the deli section at H-E-B, Kroger's, but boar's head is the best meat as far as health-wise. So that's 4. And then, maybe I got a little bit of rice. And let's talk about this, a baked potato. Holy moly, we're in Texas. We are in Texas. That is the size of a baked potato. If you've ever been to Papa's and eaten the barbecue baked potato, those are probably 6 of these, 6 carb servings. All right, so you can see a baked potato, average is going to be that's half of a baked potato, right? So remember, 1 carb serving, because who wants to do all the math? Who wants to count everything? All you got is 1 carb serving is about the palm size of your hand. You want to lose weight, 6 to 8 servings a day. You want to maintain 8 to 10. You want to gain 10 to 12. All right, so you can kind of see that visual of carbs. All right, so let me just see what other questions that we had. Let's see. If you're not hungry, I guess I'll come over here. All right. If you're not hungry but trying to eat healthy, adding in meals or snacks when you didn't before, is it just adding in extra calories? Have a horrible time trying to make myself eat. All right, so you know what? If you're not hungry, that's okay, right? But you want to make sure you get nutrition in, so make sure you're taking that multivitamin, make sure you're taking your fish oil, and remember, food is energy. So I'm not sure what your energy's like, but you can do go. We've done an intermittent fasting, and I really liked it. And so maybe consider doing the intermittent fasting as well. So there's so many different things. Used to, I would, for me, I needed to eat every 2 or 3 hours because that would speed up my metabolism. But for other people, they can't do that because of their line of work. So we really want to make it personal. So Stephanie, I can definitely talk a little bit more with you one-on-one about your lifestyle, and we can definitely figure something out. All right, Jody says, I'm not hungry for breakfast, but know that it's the most important to eat. But most mornings I make myself eat. Do I really need to? All right, so how are you coming along on your health journey, sister? Are you doing good? All right, so a lot of times it's just trial and error because not one thing is right for everyone. So I know that I see you working out, you're doing great. And so you probably need a little bit of fuel for those workouts. So we can definitely talk about that. Lacey, you said, how do you determine your macros? Okay, let's talk about what they are. Proteins, fats, carbs. And for this workshop, we really focused on carbohydrates, all right? And so 1 carb serving is important to know. It's about the palm size of your hand, all right? So this is a carb serving of spaghetti, little, all right? And to maintain, you want 8 to 10 servings a day. To lose, drop that by 2. To gain, increase it by 2. Why are carbs so bad? Haley, they're not bad. Why? They're not bad. Michelle, is fruit sugar bad even though it's natural? I've heard mixed reviews. Yes, I love fruit. I've heard mixed reviews too, but hopefully we address that by showing you what a serving size is. 15 grapes is 1 serving. Honestly, I can eat 30 or 45 in 1 serving. So, by the way, frozen grapes are good. So make sure your serving size, and then try not, if you're wanting to lose weight, try not to eat fruit after, dinner. Eat it during the day. Valerie, how do you determine how many calories you should, I feel like I missed some questions. How do you determine how many calories you should eat in a day? It's going to depend on how many your body burns, right? It's going to depend on your activity level, things like that. We can address that in a more advanced workshop that we do. And Karen, cravings, false hunger. Absolutely, it is false hunger. Okay, let me scroll up because I did miss a few. Lisa, portion control. All right, great question. Portion control. So what I really want you to focus on is, over the next week, every single one of you focus on your carbohydrate count. Remember, it's the palm size of your hand, thickness in the palm size, and then focus on your count. Let's start there, all right? We can't run a marathon if we're not even walking a half a mile. So let's start there. Carol says, I love cheese, but had to remove it from my diet. I noticed it makes me irregular. I need calcium for bones and teeth. How do I get calcium? That is a great question. So you want to get that extra calcium through supplementation. If we're not getting an essential nutrient through our food, we want to get it through supplementation. That's where your vitamins come in, my sweet friend. Michelle, we addressed that. Okay, so I think we've addressed all the questions that you've had in here. And so now what I want to do is talk just real quick about 2 things that I love. These are my 2 favorite products. So this is our liquid BioCell. My story, why I love the BioCell so much, for 1.5 years, I had some discomfort in my elbows, some joint pain. Not pain, I can't say that word. It was discomfort, right? I had some discomfort. I was seeing a chiropractor off and on. I had to modify my workouts. And seriously, 4 to 5 weeks on this just was amazing. Like, this discomfort has gone away. Something I suffered with for a whole 1.5 years. It's gone, ladies. It is gone. And so if you are looking for increased mobility, joint lubrication, it's not only just for your hair, your skin, your nails, but it does so much more So this bottle right here is being sent to Stephanie. Congratulations, sister. Hang on one second, guys. I need to get the drawing papers. I forgot to get them. Hang on. Okay. All right. So everybody that asked a question yesterday, up through this morning, let me make sure I got everybody's name in here because I don't want to leave anybody out in case y'all popped on last minute. Yeah, Valerie was the last one and I got your name. Okay, perfect. So everybody that asked a question, hopefully we addressed it in here. We are going to do a drawing and guess what you're going to get? You're going to get a box of chocolate trim. All right, so drop some comments below and just say liquid gold and we are going to draw for somebody. So let me crumble these all up. Crumbling up your names. They're all in here. All right, and we are going to draw. So ladies, have you found this video useful? Have you found this live nutritional workshop useful? Put some hearts in the comments below and let me know if you found this useful because, you know, we really want to help you along your journey be a better you so you can leave a legacy for your family. So with that said, who is ready for the drawing? All right, here we go. So this is the winner of our trim. What does trim do? It's a waist trainer in a bottle. It is going to get rid of stubborn pockets of fat. It's going to increase, help with your muscle tone. It is phenomenal. By the way, some people like to put their trim in, I got the winner in my hand, in their cup. I'll show you what I did. I'll show you a little trick with both of these. All right, so this is your BioCell. Y'all make sure you keep it in the refrigerator after you've opened it up. Shake it up really good. And use a measuring tablespoon, not an eating tablespoon. That's the best way to get the right amount. If I could drink this whole bottle, hello, I would. So I'll show you what I do. I don't use a measuring tablespoon. I just chug it. So I probably get like a tablespoon and a half, which is okay. And swish it around in your mouth. Don't just swallow it. Swish it around your mouth because your body, sublingual, like absorbs stuff and you're going to get some great benefits. All right. Chocolate trim in a bottle. Hello. I was hoarding this. I didn't tell anybody because I didn't want anybody breaking into my house to steal my trim. All right. So make sure you shake it. Use a tablespoon. I'm just going to be honest. I don't use a measuring tablespoon. This is what I do. Because I could drink the whole daggum bottle. Now, some people love to pour it in their coffee. So go ahead and pour it in your coffee if you want to. No harm, no foul. You can do it. All right, so here is our winner. Look at our winner. Miss Valerie. Valerie, you won this. All right, sisters. So Valerie, send me a private message. Give me your address. We'll get that off in the mail to you. Congratulations. Ladies, thank you for joining me on this Saturday morning, helping you live healthy, learn a little bit more about nutrition, keep you educated about carbs. All right, so just kind of long story short, carb size, palm of your hand, thickness of your hand. It's 15 grams if you're looking at packaged foods. But that's basically how we eyed our nutrition. And also like chips, like it's about 14 or 15 chips, by the way, too. To maintain, you want about 8 to 10 carb servings a day. To lose weight, drop that by 2. Increase your weight, increase that by 2. So ladies, we are so super proud of you. Y'all are doing amazing. And congratulations, Valerie. I'm super excited for you. Have a great day.